Yes sir, center पे which points we have दे देंगे हम लोग इधर first we have started with a small experiment. Do you remember that experiment? Foam वाला experiment. चाय वाला experiment था. It was experiment. It was only exam for understanding. Experiment वाला वो तो फोम ही था बस चाय वाले से हमने कोई experiment नहीं किया था. So on that small experiment, then we have done Dalton theory. बराबर है ना Dalton theory? It is there in your first previous topic, atoms and molecules. Let them again we will revise. Right. And who has given that plum cake model? J.J. Thomson. So this thing we have completed. J.J. Thomson model. Then watermelon theory. Which theory? Watermelon. Same, he has given both the examples, plum pudding and watermelon. Okay. And after that, which Dalton ने कोई theory दिया था. Dalton ने postulate दिया था before this model. Okay, Dalton ने सिर्फ postulate दिया था जो आपके पहले वाले में है. We have done Thomson model और उसके बाद में what we have started with किया था ना थोड़ा सा किया था तो I will take in the next class table table. only to check it ना वो उसने पूछा था ना बच्ची ने तो ये मैम इतना बड़ा क्या है याद आया ना उसे पूछा था इतना बड़ा क्या है then I told check the last column do the sum of all this and check the atomic number right now that thing we have done but just this was only for your reference this one theory we have done plum pudding wala Rutherford we have not studied Rutherford atomic model नहीं किया था okay चलो so today we will start with the Rutherford model Rutherford लिखो आपके बुक में keep your model open ना keep your book on table Rutherford atomic model one minute very bad huh? Last time we have already started na then here what are the observation Rutherford had made then conclusions chalo conclusion and then finally after conclusion characteristics character and drawbacks ये आज हमको इतना सब we have complete in our today's period okay complete we have to complete Tanish listen carefully na don't be in hurry गैस चालू रख के आया है घर पे चाय का नहीं ना फिर क्या पीता ठंडा पीता है हाँ आज वो भी देखते हैं तेरा ठंडा भी बाहर निकालते गरम कर देते ओके चलो now Thomson atomic model we have already completed बेटा आपके लास्ट क्लास में नहीं तो थोड़ा उसको in short give her idea what is there in that model now next one in this Thomson atomic model which point he has came to the conclusion according to that watermelon and plum cake model क्या क्या conclusion किया था उसने जरा फटाफट बता दो जो रेड पार्ट है नेगेटिव होते हैं पॉजिटिव होते हैं हाँ and black seeds होते हैं they are negative so atom it is in somewhat this type so here the white whatever the red portion is there it is positively charged and in between small seeds are present they are negatively charged so the complete mass of that atom it is balanced positive negative in this okay इसने इतना ही बता दिया उसके बाद में he has not described not given anything so next scientist is start working on this thing so if this is a condition then so many other things are also happening तो उन्होंने क्या किया बहुत सोचा then he took a thin gold foil that experiment that experiment he has done by using thin gold foil now there are many reasons for using the thin gold foil first foil normally the foil which we are using for wrapping of the food it is very thin उसको थोड़ा भी प्रेशर दिया तो वो ऐसे फट जाता है पता है ना उसका शेप नंबर करोगे तो उसका शेप पूरा ही बिगड़ जाता है उसको मॉडल बनाने के लिए काम होता है now this thin gold foil it is very thin but that thin layer, it contains thousands of atoms, which is not possible with other, and other elements they are reactive also. You know ना gold is not so reactive. हमारे ज्वेलरी में भी gold रहता है तो immediately react होता है किसी के साथ में environmental air everything. Nobody react with mercury. हाँ, so in future whenever you are doing experiments, especially girls, अगर आप gold का ring पहन रहे हो तो be careful. It is very reactive towards mercury. Apart from mercury, Aditya. It is not reacting with anything. Huh? The first requirement of this experiment was thin gold foil. Second requirement, positively charged alpha particle. Now इसमें देखो क्या 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 आ गया है. First I said thin gold foil. Thin क्या करो ना thin gold foil. Then positively charged alpha particles. Then he used photographic plate. This all were the experiment requirement. Okay, and for this particular thing, one container was there, box, in order to radiate the alpha particle. Now suppose if this is a source of the radiation, आपको पता है radioactive material they emit different radiation. What is radioactive material? Any example you know of radioactive material? Walkie-talkie. Radioactive material. Tanish. Elements periodic table का पता है ना? कैंसर ट्रीटमेंट के लिए कौन सा एलिमेंट यूज करते हैं? Do you know? तो आप लोग बाकी उसके अलावा कुछ पढ़ते ही नहीं. Whatever things are there, you are happy with that. तो मैं आपको पहले यहाँ से बता देती हूँ. Radioactive material, the main source of alpha particle, it is a radioactive material. We try to understand the thing. Radioactive material, they are having high atomic number. Okay, in our list there are 1 to 30 elements. The table which we have seen, it contain 1 to 30 elements, but radioactive element they have very higher atomic number. Now what happens due to this? This is only for understanding, it is not part of this experiment. Now what happens from this, due to the high atomic number, the electrons which are present in the large shell, they are not get attracted by the nucleus. Okay? उनका जो attraction रहेगा वो less रहेगा, and as a result of this, that particular atom of that element, it divides, it undergo decomposition. Okay, into small fragments. अलग अलग टाइप के एटम बनेंगे. It will form radiation, and from that radiation, one of the radiation is alpha radiation. Alpha, beta, gamma radiation ये तो सुना रहेगा ना? ये भी नहीं सुना कभी? अच्छा, अभी सुन लिया ना? Alpha, beta, gamma radiation. Alpha are positively charged radiation. For your reference, इतना ही डाटा तुम्हारे पास में रहने दो. Okay. Alpha particles from where he has obtained? From radioactive material. हाँ, थोड़ा सा हेवी जाएगा क्योंकि अगर कंसेप्ट वाइज पढ़ोगे थोड़ा हेवी जाएगा. Alpha particle, what is the source of alpha particle? Radioactive material. Radioactive material means it is a material having higher atomic number. Higher होने से क्या होता है? उसका decomposition होगा, उसका breaking होगा to give small fragments. Along with that, some radiations are given from that material, and that radiation, it is known as, one of the radiation, it is known as alpha radiation. Okay. Thermonuclear power आपने सुना है? Did not reading anything. Here after start reading extra material related to the science. Water को electricity में convert करने के लिए whatever heat is required ना, हाँ, that टरबाइन मूव करने के लिए क्या हो गया? क्या हो गया? कुछ नया हो गया क्या? मुझे उस दिन बोला था ओवर रिएक्ट नहीं करने का, टेक थिंग्स स्लोली. नहीं, मैंने लाया बोला, न्यू. I said न्यू ना लाया नहीं बोला, लाया गया कुछ नहीं इसमें, सब इधर ही रहेगा. Okay, जाने दो. Anyways, so radioactive material you understood ना? What is meaning of radioactive material?
वो radioactive material मतलब इसको ज्यादा
हायर एटॉमिक नंबर रहता है, दे आर अनस्टेबल। हाँ बोल सकते हैं।
उसका डेफिनेशन क्या है?
इसका
रेडियोएक्टिव मटेरियल का
तो दे आर द एटम्स हैविंग हायर एटॉमिक नंबर।
बस
दे आर अनस्टेबल, दे इमिट रेडिएशंस। और कौन सा और डेफिनेशन क्या चाहिए इसका? दे इमिट रेडिएशंस। रेडियोएक्टिव उसको इसीलिए बोल रहा है, रेडियो एक्टिव मींस दे इमिट रेडिएशन। ओके जाने दो, वो तो अपना सारा कुछ टॉपिक नहीं है रेडियो एक्टिव मटेरियल, बट यार आप है ना साइड बाय साइड थोड़ा सा पढ़ो, क्योंकि इन दैट क्लास है ना आई एम हैविंग वन स्टूडेंट, शी इज गिविंग साइंस ओलंपियाड, सारे आंसर्स उसको आते हैं, तो सारे तो नहीं आएंगे बट एटलीस्ट यू शुड नो व्हाट विच थिंग्स आर देयर। ओके, सो व्हाट ही डिड, he took a source of radioactive material. For example, this is a box, it contains the radioactive material. As it is radioactive material, what does it will do? क्या करने वाला है ये? It will emit alpha radiation. It will emit electropositive radiation, only the alpha particle. Okay. Now, whatever radiations are emitted, they are bombarded on thin gold foil. Okay, thin gold foil. Radiations are bombarded on thin gold foil. Now, in your book on right side, small picture is given with many circles. Okay, so it is in this way. For example, one circle, another circle, third circle, fourth circle. These circles are properly arranged there. चिपके हुए हैं, है ना? तो चिपके हुए
मेरे चैप्टर एग्जाम में आई नहीं डाला
क्या? आगे के लिए पढ़ाया ना सारे टीचर्स। अभी तुम्हारा ये चैप्टर एग्जाम के लिए नहीं आया था, ओके एग्री, बट प्रीवियस वन आने वाला है, वो पढ़ाया है। अच्छी बात है, इसको पढ़ाया, तुमको नहीं पढ़ाया, वेरी बैड। हाउ इज इट?
मैडम ने सर ने नहीं पढ़ाया
क्या क्या? किसका?
मैम ने बोला कि उनको पढ़ाया
बम्बार्डमेंट। ओके, दे आर पास फ्रॉम द थिन गोल्ड फॉइल, उसके ऊपर जोर से उनको मारेंगे, स्ट्राइक करेंगे। समझ में आ गया? वही तो देखना है कि क्या हो रहा है उसके अंदर। दिस इज ओनली द इनिशियल पार्ट ऑफ द एक्सपेरिमेंट। ओके, सो दिस इज अ कंप्लीट सेट। नाउ दिस कंप्लीट एरिया थिन गोल्ड फॉइल, वी आर सेइंग थिन गोल्ड फॉइल, बट इन योर बुक इफ यू सी देयर आर मेनी लेयर्स, spheres, there are many spheres. So imagine how many atoms are there in that thin gold layer. Okay, I said thousands of atoms, it may be more, right? Now this complete portion, it is again surrounded from inside by photographic plate. यहाँ पे जो मैंने लिखा है ना photographic plate. Now what work this photographic plate do? आपने कभी वो एक्सरे वगैरह वाला देखा है? कभी गए हैं किसी के साथ में टू टेक एक्सरे, फ्रैक्चर हाथ हो गया, पैर हो गया, इवन टूथ निकालते समय भी दे यूज्ड टू टेक एक्सरे. सो विद वन बीम ऑफ लाइट they have that graph picture, okay, of that tooth or broken bone, anything. ज्यादा टाइम लाइट मारते हैं बोलो? Within fraction of second, immediately the photo is obtained on that plate. That plate, it is photographic plate. Now as it was olden time, वो जैसा चाहिए वैसा उन्होंने एक्सपेरिमेंट बना लिया अपने हिसाब से. Okay, now why we selected alpha particle? One reason. यहाँ से start होता है. इसका तो मैंने आपको reason बता दिया. Thin gold foil. Why we use thin gold foil? As we know, gold is a noble metal. Okay, it will not react immediately. One thing. मर्क्यूरी वगैरह का ये तो एक्सपीरियंस है कि विद व्हिच कंपाउंड इट इज रिएक्टिंग, बट यू रिमेंबर इन फ्यूचर इट इज वन ऑफ योर एक्सपेरिमेंट नॉलेज यू कैन से. देन अल्फा पार्टिकल, नाउ दिस अल्फा पार्टिकल हैविंग डबल द मास ऑफ द हेलियम. हेलियम का कितना है एटॉमिक नंबर? हेलियम उसमें है, रहेगा देखो हेलियम इन दैट टेबल सेकंड और फोर्थ, टू atomic number 2. Right now, He atomic number 2. I am saying double the mass. Double the mass means it is 4. Okay, double the mass. And why he used photographic plate? Because in our Dalton theory we have said that atom it is indivisible, invisible. सारे in वाले point दिए है ना. तो this gold foil contain thousands of atoms, but these atoms are again indivisible, invisible. So what is happening? It is a fact. It is given. मैं थोड़ी बोल रही हूँ. डाल्टन बोल के छोड़ के चला गया हमारे लिए. So where these rays are going, whether they are passing, not passing, deflecting back, what are the things happening? For that purpose, he used this photographic plate. अभी होने वाला क्या है? So when these alpha particles they are coming out, passing through the gold flame, and for example, from here only, if it is touching this particular surface, then this surface it will glow. इसका ये काम फोटोग्राफिक प्लेट. इसके लिए मैंने इसको ऐसे ग्रीन वाला, इसमें से अल्फा पार्टिकल आ गया ना, ये यहाँ पे चला गया. फॉर एग्जांपल दिस पार्टिकल इट इज मूविंग हियर, टचिंग दिस सरफेस फ्रॉम इनसाइड, देन दिस पर्टिकुलर सरफेस इट विल ग्लो फॉर फ्यू सेकंड, इट विल ग्लो. समझ में आया? दिस इज अ वर्क ऑफ दिस फोटोग्राफिक प्लेट. जैसे इट विल ग्लो, इट विल ग्लो. ये समझता नहीं है या तो पीछे खींच के ले रहा है.
सुनाई नहीं दिया था.
We four are there. Means you four are there, including myself. We are packed in this one. This is completely packed. No windows are open. तो मैं अपना वॉल्यूम कम करके then you will hear clearly. कम करूँगी, पढ़ाने वाली नहीं है. Okay. So this is overall setup of the experiment. Okay. Now we are on this point. It is having double the mass of helium. Double the mass of the helium means 2 का double 4 हो जाएगा, right? So if the mass is increasing, then whatever the speed is there, it will increase, decrease, or it will remain the same. Tanish, देखो, if the mass is increased, for example, my weight is 30 kg. If it is increased by double, 60. So whatever my speed of walking, running, it will be same, decrease, increase, and it will decrease. Same thing is with this alpha particle. Okay, they are double the mass of the helium. Helium is a gas. Okay, वो यहाँ वहाँ कहाँ पे रहेगा, सब यहाँ पे. But we are saying alpha particle double the mass of the helium. This means what? They will not move freely. समझ में आया? गैस तो है but it is not able to move freely. This means what? They will return back, they will settle. तो उस हिसाब से रेडिएशंस नीचे आने चाहिए, या तो पीछे आने चाहिए, या तो आगे चलने ही नहीं चाहिए. ये उसका कंक्लूजन क्या बोलते, कंसिडरेशन था कि this should happen, but actually things went in the different way. He observe that when these alpha particles are allowed to pass through the gold foil, most of the alpha particles they pass in this way. Yes, it shall be. Okay, when they strike this particular area, this photographic plate glow for few seconds. Okay, this is for most of the alpha particle. Then some of the alpha particle they were deflected by some angle. So while deflecting, this part flew. Okay, and very few they are bounced back. पूरा के पूरा वापस आ गए विदाउट डिफ्लेक्टिंग. ओके, अगर यहाँ तक रहेगा तो डिफ्लेक्शन
वापस करेंगे ना इससे.
तो मुझे पूरा करने दे, फिर हम देखेंगे वापस करने के एक बार करना है, 2 बार करना है. सो इन योर मॉड्यूल आल्सो यू कैन सी एरोस आर देयर, लाइंस आर पासिंग. ओके, मोस्ट ऑफ द लाइन they pass straight, crossing that thin gold file. Okay, then some of the line they are deflected by some angle, making some angle upward, downward. It is there, book में देख बेटा, book में. And few or very some they are deflected back. This was his observation. Now you also look at that picture carefully and tell me what will be the conclusion from this observation. Otherwise, do one thing. Aditi, give that book to him and you shift here. Shift here with your notebook. Okay. So what will be the this one conclusion? Look at that picture carefully. That picture it is much more perfect than what I have made. ध्यान से देखो, circle is there. In that circle, in between, small dot is there. Rays are passing from one end to the another end. few rays are deflected, some are deflected and few are constant. Okay, now from our module, this one model of J.J. Thomson. Okay, only two particles are there, positive and negative. Stop biting your nails. Positive and negative. That thing you can apply here. So tell me why this alpha particle they are passing directly from one end to another end. Look at that picture, you will get your answer. From where it is passing, whether it is touching any part that touching means that positive center in between.
No.
No.
Some of the lines.
Acha. They are only touching the periphery of the atoms. Circle. Periphery भी नहीं पता तुझे? अरे बाबा, it is there in maths ना. ये वाला जो outer surface रहता है, this is a periphery. So this circle, it is a periphery. We are calling diameter in maths. Right ना, diameter.
Diameter is circumference. Circumference diameter.
That complete it is circumference. लेकिन वो जो बाहर का border रहता है ना, जिसको हम fences वगैरह बनाते हैं, that is periphery of that particular atom. तो उसको टच करके अंदर जा रहा है, बट अंदर जाने के बाद में जो स्मॉल डॉट है उसको वो टच कर रहा है. हाँ. All particles. Sometimes you are doing like this, sometimes you are doing like this. Very bad, Tanish. Decide what to do. This करना है, this करना है, वो पढ़ना है. Don't do this. It has many bad effects on your health. Okay. So the rays which are passing directly from one end to the another end without touching the central part. In center, we know there is a nucleus which contain, अभी वाला knowledge हमारा, which contain positively centered part. Okay, mass of complete atom is concentrated in the center part. So as per his experiment, he is saying that atom is having empty space. Circle, dot, apart from that anything is there? This circle, one small dot, apart from this anything is there? No. So as per Rutherford, atom is having empty space. One point. Another point for this particular thing, for deflection by some angle, these are positively charged particle. In center there is nucleus which is also positive. So what happened? Positive, positive, there is repulsion. Right now, positive, positive, there is repulsion. So what happened? The rays which are passing here, positively charged particle, when they come near this nucleus, they are deflected. They are deflected. Okay, अगर उसके मतलब जो पहले मैं पूरा एक्सपेरिमेंट करूं फिर हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे. हाँ, नहीं तो फिर आशीष वैसे भी वो क्वेश्चन लेके बैठा है. We will discuss Tanish. Okay. वो वैसे भी he is with one question. Let me complete this. So positive, there will be repulsion. So they are deflected. Now bouncing by some angle. Now when we are saying bouncing by some angle, they are directly perpendicular to this positive center. आ जाएंगे वहां तक, लेकिन जैसे उनको पॉजिटिव यहाँ पे सेंटर मिलेगा, they are deflected back. Okay, ये इससे थोड़ा दूर है. They are not exactly in that parallel line of the nucleus. थोड़ा सा दूर है, वहां तक जाएंगे, but further it is not possible to go. So they are deflected by some angle. Okay, and here the positive center, it is parallel, exactly linearly placed in front of that alpha particles, hence they are completely bounced back. So in your book it is given, I think many, then some and few. देखो यही sequence है ना, many they pass, few are deflected and few are bounced. Some are deflected and few are bounced back. देखो यही है ना, है इसमें. एक मिनट, जो मैंने क्वेश्चन वहां पे किया है ना, उसका क्वेश्चन मुझे फिर से मत करना. ओके, चलो कहां से स्टार्ट करना क्वेश्चन आंसर? फ्रॉम देयर और हियर? यू स्टार्ट फर्स्ट. नो, बस फर्स्ट. नाउ पूछो. हां, और कोई तो पूछो कहां से स्टार्ट करना है, यहां से यहां से. जल्दी जल्दी, विद इन 2 मिनट्स. मैम उसका मोटिव क्या था? ओके, चलो. Your question,
मैम जो मतलब वो जो अल्फा पार्टिकल्स है, तो मैम वो जो भी और वो डॉट को टच नहीं कर रहा और वो वाले रिफ्लेक्ट नहीं जो भी है नहीं हो रहे
नहीं कर रहा वो डायरेक्टली दे आर पासिंग फ्रॉम दैट
जो
एम्प्टी
टच कर रहा है वही हो रहा है।
हाँ
मैम मैंने एक रॉड को टच भी किया है पर सामने भी गया है।
सामने टच नहीं किया है
मैंने
थोड़ा सा
किया है।
थोड़ा सा दूर है।
जो टच भी किया है ना लिसन Tanesh even if that particle na touch that dot positive side but remember alpha particles they are positive in center again there is positive charge so it is no longer attracted somewhere it will deflect by some angle here I have shown less angle but you can have bigger angle deflection also anyhow this complete photographic plate is present inside that experimental setup ओके सो और उसका मोटिव ये था टू मेक एटॉमिक मॉडल दैट वो तब भी मैंने बोला था ना दैट डे मतलब दैट टाइम ऑल वर बिजी विद फाइंडिंग आउट व्हाट विल बी द एटॉमिक मॉडल यही उसका मोटो था टू प्रपोज अ न्यू एटॉमिक मॉडल जैसे थॉमसन ने काम किया था plum pudding model बना के whatever drawbacks were there it is not mentioned in our book but further considering those drawbacks he has proposed a new atomic model इसका खाने वाली चीज से कोई रिलेशन नहीं है it is but gold से so Rutherford has given atomic model by using this material क्या क्या material था thin gold foil alpha particles and photographic plates experiment is very simple in 9th standard you will ask question based on this experiment also it is not there in 10 but this topic as it is there in 11th standard तो आपका जो भी क्वेश्चन ना make it clear now only because in 11 teachers even I am not teaching this part saying that this you have already done we will touch and move ऐसे करके सिलेबस अपना पूरा करते हैं this is the actual fact किसी भी अच्छे स्कूल में जाओ because we all are focusing first we are not getting sufficient time to complete each and every topic. Fact है इसमें हंसने वाली कोई बात नहीं जो है सो ऐसे ही होती है तो जैसे कि समझ ऐसे ही होते हैं ओके this was his observation okay and these observations are clear in our book okay note down this observation and while writing now decide what will be the conclusion further okay observation तो कर लिया है मैंने आपको कंक्लूजन भी बता दिया है फर्स्ट राइट डाउन ऑब्जर्वेशन मेड बाय दैट दिस वन Rutherford note it down हाँ all points all 3 point note it down आशीष बेटा change your habit
no observation है
हाँ first you write down observation conclusion I have conclusion we will discuss and write हाँ जरा फटाफट लिखो write down today's date name of the model Rutherford atomic model जरा फटाफट करो be fast this pen is yours right now and I also will see right जरा फटाफट read it properly while writing huh Ashish note Tanish note all points properly that don't forget good paper okay क्या क्या है point most of the space inside atom is empty okay underline that most and empty then second very few particles were deflected
अभी मैम
from
ये मैम मोस्ट ऑफ द फास्ट मूविंग के आगे वो साइन है उसके साइन का मतलब क्या अल्फा
this one is a वाला ना
Alpha.
Under observation. Under observation, na, this sign is for alpha. ये वाला ना ऑफ, हाँ सफोकेशन हो गया yes. Few particles were deflected from their path, indicating that positive charge of the atom occupies very tiny space. And where that positive charge is located? Where it is located? As per your knowledge, as per the figure, where it is located? Dot हमने बनाया है ना? बना? हाँ, center, center. Okay, next one please. Just write down observation. Okay. Now observation part you all have completed. You understood. Now experiment is very simple. थोड़ा पढ़ोगे ना, most few sum, then you will understand. And keep the present model in front of you. पुराना वाला वो घिसा पीटा थोड़ा आपको थोड़ा ऐसा लगेगा पीछे जा रहे. So whatever present things are there, keep that picture live in front of you. Now from this observation, whatever observation he has made for many, few, some, the conclusion was that atom, this is a, for example, this is the atom. Atom contains a positively charged center. Okay, positively charged center, and this positively charged center, it is known as nucleus. Okay, this is first one. Second one, electrons are present in a particular path. That route, it is known as a orbit. So this is presentation for electron E with negative charge, electron, and this path, it is known as orbit. Now, one more important thing, when this electron is moving around this nucleus in this path, if this electron is having some energy with it. Okay, इसके साथ में energy है. Now what he is saying that electron is moving. It is moving with some energy. Okay, now one simple example I will ask you. Right from morning I am up. Morning 6 o'clock. I left my home at 6 o'clock. So with little bit supplement, no rest for body. Okay, back to back I am working. So what will be the energy state in my body? It will be moving in upward direction with the end of the day, or it will go down. बराबर है ना? Same thing he has applied here. He said that when this electron is moving, हाँ, ये इसके ड्रॉबैक के अंदर पॉइंट है. कंक्लूजन के अंदर कौन कौन से पॉइंट है देखो. फर्स्ट पॉइंट, न्यूक्लियस इज प्रेजेंट. दिस न्यूक्लियस, इट इज पॉजिटिवली चार्ज, इट इज प्रेजेंट इन द सेंटर. ओके, electrons are moving in particular path. That path, it is known as orbit, and electron is having some energy. Done. ये इतना हो गया उसका conclusion. Then he said that in drawback part, when we are saying this electron is moving, electron moving means the whatever energy that electron is having, it will go on reducing. उसने बोले, और हमको ही पता है ना कि एनर्जी उसका रिड्यूस हो जाएगा. So with reduction in the energy, whatever this circle is there, so the size of the circle, it will go on decreasing. ये ऐसा और decrease हो गया, और decrease हो गया. With decrease in the size, finally this electron will fall on the nucleus, and that full atom will collapse, and there will be no formation of molecule, matter, or anything. Is it possible? Is it possible? Is it possible? Tanish, what do you think? Any question? Right? Your energy is down or up? Up, na? Okay, very good. With cold drinks, your energy is up. अच्छी बात है. चलो. तो first he has given the conclusion. Observation he made. Depending on the observation, that green color part, the conclusion he made. Then what are the drawbacks? Drawback is that we are saying, or we said that electron is moving with some specific energy.
ड्रॉबैक का मतलब क्या होता है?
कमियां, limitations.
Disadvantages.
Disadvantage. So with moving, the energy will go down. So when energy is going down, what happens? The size where the electron is moving, that particular orbit, उसका size कैसे हो जाएगा? It will go on reducing, and finally that electron, moving electron, it will fall on the nucleus. क्योंकि एक टाइम आने वाला है जब उसका size पूरा कम होने वाला है, it will fall on the nucleus and atom will collapse. और अगर एटम कोलैप्स हो रहा है तो इज इट पॉसिबल टू फॉर्म मॉलिक्यूल? इज इट पॉसिबल टू फॉर्म कंपाउंड?
No.
कैन वी हैव एनी मेटल?
Yes,
So,
yes.
if that electron falls on the nucleus,
No, no.
can we have any atom?
No.
Matter?
No.
Is it possible this earth will exist? Understood? Okay, so with this theory, can other scientists move forward? क्योंकि ये होता ही नहीं है, it is not at all possible. अपने को पढ़ाई करें, पढ़ने के लिए एक
अब जो हुआ है नहीं वो पढ़ के क्या फायदा?
एक क्वेश्चन आ गया ना 2-3 मार्क्स का, बराबर है ना? हाँ, now read that part which is given in your book.
मैं बोबर्स कौन है?
कौन है?
बोबर.
ये भी नेक्स्ट साइंटिस्ट है जिसने बोर एटॉमिक थ्योरी के लिए पेश किया. ओके, नाउ सी
मैं बोबर के बाद फिर और कोई साइंटिस्ट था?
बहुत सारे हैं, बहुत कुछ किया है उन्होंने. यहाँ पे देखो on page number 58, on the basis of the experiment, Rutherford put forward the nuclear model of an atom. Okay, he put forward the model of atom. According to this model, right on this point, there is a positively charged. First, we read all the points and write in your own words. Charge, compare with that figure. Charged particles, a positively charged center in the atom called nucleus. Nucleus is there. Look at that figure. Green वाला जो मैंने बनाया था, it is positively charged. Okay, where it is present? In the center. Then nearly all the mass of the atom. Resides in the nucleus. So whatever the positive mass is there, where it is present? In the nucleus, inside the atom. Right now, then next electron revolve around the nucleus in well-defined orbit. It is there. I have shown electron. It is moving in that green color. I have started with that green color first. Right now, so wherever that electron is moving, that path, it is known as the orbit. Route, it is known as the orbit. जो रास्ता रहेगा उसको क्या बोलना है? Orbit बोलना है. Where the electron is moving. Then the next one, the size of the nucleus is very small as compared to the size of the atom. है ना? छोटा सा डॉट बनाना है. So size is very small. So this is what he has given his point. कि ये ऐसा arrangement है. Then look at the drawback. First one, read it carefully. First one. This means energy, huh? Acceleration means energy. Then next one, loses energy and finally fall into the nucleus. Same thing I told you. Its size goes on decreasing, it loses its energy. Slowly it will fall on the nucleus. And third point, what is given there in third point? Unstable. And hence matter would not exist in the form that we know. Right? यही बताया ना मैंने. तो ये सब क्या है? This all are the drawbacks, limitation, shortcoming. In short, they are the shortcoming of which model? Rutherford atomic model. Okay, understood? Write down these drawbacks in your own words. This point and this point. Conclusion or characteristics of Rutherford and drawbacks in your own words. Whatever you understood, you can take help of that figure. If you want, draw that figure, small wala, green wala, and write it. चलो करो फटाफट.
हम तीनों का करना है conclusion.
हाँ, conclusion and drawbacks. चलो फटाफट करो. This part you don't want ना, middle वाला, erase कर दो ना. Tanish, you understood that part? conclusion, this conclusion and drawbacks. So what are the drawbacks of Rutherford atomic model? Look at that figure green वाला और बताओ। जितना पता है उतना पता।
समझा मैं बता नहीं सकता।
तो फिर बताएगा नहीं तो तेरा दिमाग आके we are not going to read ना, your teacher will not read your brain, you have to put on paper ना, for that you need to answer, जो समझा वही बता दो फिर। Girls, you understood or not? Drawback नहीं समझा, okay, आपको भी drawback नहीं समझा? This green figure you understood? कि मैं ठीक से कर, may I draw it again? Green figure, only the green part. Huh? This concept you understood now, it is very simple. Just read it twice, thrice, you will understand. In center, there is small part. This small part, it is known as nucleus. Nucleus. This is positively charged. As compared to the size of this particular thing, conclusion से मैं बता रही हूँ, size of the nucleus is small. Small size. Okay. This thing understood. Then moving to the orbit. This particular path where electron, which is negatively charged particle, it is moving in particular path. एक कोई तो रूट रहेगा उसका, जैसे कि हम ट्रेन से आ रहे हैं, we are not coming by bus, our route is by train only. Okay, same like that, this electron is moving in this green color path, green color route, green वाला रास्ते पे से जा रहा है वो. Okay, and this green वाला रास्ता route, it is known as orbit, where electron is moving. Yes or no? कुछ तो बोलो. And this moving electron, it has some energy associated with it. Energy तो चाहिए ना, चलना है, भागना है, jump करना है, whatever. So it should have some energy. These 3 points are there. Conclusion वाला. Drawbacks के अंदर, drawbacks. अच्छा ड्रॉबैक्स ही नहीं समझा,
कंक्लूजन तो समझा था।
अच्छा ड्रॉबैक्स में देखो बेटा, ये क्या बोल रहा है कि ये मूव हो रहा है ये पर्टिकुलर ऑर्बिट में, इट इज हैविंग एनर्जी। उसने ही बताया है कि इसका जो साइज है ना, ये वाला ग्रीन वाला, इट विल गो ऑन डिक्रीजिंग। why that size is decreasing? Because the energy of this moving electron, it is decreasing. अबे एनर्जी जैसा जैसा डिक्रीज होएगा, इसका साइज कम 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 होते जाएगा। इस सर्कल से फॉर एग्जांपल दिस इज अ मेन फर्स्ट वन स्टार्ट किया, फिर बाद में वो ये दूसरे वाले सर्कल में, फिर ये वाला यहाँ पे सर्कल कंप्लीट करेगा, ये वाला सर्कल कंप्लीट करेगा, धीरे धीरे क्या हो जाएगा, इट विल कम वेरी क्लोज टू द न्यूक्लियस, वेरी क्लोज टू द न्यूक्लियस, एंड न्यूक्लियस इज positively charged, electron is negatively charged. Due to this attraction, automatically it will fall on this nucleus, गिर जाएगा उसमें, गिर जाएगा इन द सेंस, अभी हम अलग टर्म में करते, याद नहीं रह रहा तो अट्रैक्ट हो जाएगा। ओके, ड्यू टू अगेन यू सेड इट, स्टॉप दिस हैबिट, ड्यू टू अट्रैक्शन that size it will go on decreasing and finally it will fall on the nucleus. न्यूक्लियस पे गिरने के बाद में क्या हो जाएगा, क्या हो जाएगा, एटम विल कोलैप्स, खत्म हो जाएगा वो, ऐसे वो बोल रहे। पर अगर एटम, आगे पॉइंट ऐसा है, अगर एटम खत्म हो रहा है तो किसी और एटम के साथ में या अपने सेम टाइप के एटम के साथ में कॉम्बिनेशन होगा। If it is hydrogen atom containing one electron, that electron fall on the nucleus, then it will combine with other hydrogen atom, it will combine with oxygen atom, it will combine with nitrogen atom. No, खत्म ही हो गया, उसका एक्सिस्टेंस ही चला गया। अंडरस्टूड? और वो जो एक्सिस्टेंस चला जाएगा वो खत्म ही हो जाएगा। तो इतने सारी चीजें हमारे आसपास में मैटर पड़ा हुआ है, हमने मैटर का डेफिनेशन दिया है, तो मैटर विल एग्जिस्ट, मैटर विल एग्जिस्ट, ये वाला उसका आगे वाला, and this is the reason why this theory also fit. अब बताओ समझ में आया ड्रॉबैक? अभी भी नहीं समझा? श्योर? हाँ तो फटाफट लिख के ले लो उसका कंक्लूजन एंड ड्रॉबैक्स. ये आपको इसलिए लिखाना है.
हम कंक्लूजन के सारे 5 पॉइंट लिखने.
कितने 5 पॉइंट था? 3 थोड़े से तो है.
इधर से स्टार्ट करना.
अरे डन करो बेटा. पेज कंक्लूजन आता है सिंगल विद प्रॉपर हेडिंग कंक्लूजन. ये मॉडल दिखाई दे रहा है. You just read it and write in your own sentences. अपने खुद के सेंटेंस बनाओ so that you can remember, and along with that you can take that right hand side छोटा सा picture. पेज पर बनाना इसको research.
50.
हाँ मिला. Read it and write in your own words. If you want make that figure, use pencil, pen, color pen, जो भी चाहिए वो use करो. Make it properly. Means with the help of that figure also you can remember the points. Right now, Tanesh. Yes. Done. बेटा हो गया लिख के? नहीं मैं पढ़ रही. अच्छा very good. And next class है ना, read the next part and come. Next week के लिए. अच्छे से उसको डाइजेस्ट करो. If you have any doubt, right, ask me right now. It is not so difficult to understand. एग्जाम बट मुझे पूरा मंथ का दिया है शेड्यूल. दो लोग आएंगे.
दो बच्चे.
अच्छा चलो फिर कंप्लीट करो. दो बच्चों के लिए फिर से कौन सा मॉडल पर रहना पड़ेगा मुझे? कुछ मॉडल में स्टडी मोड ऑफ रिजर्व पर लंबोड़ी. तो उनका तो हो गया ना. राजे मॉल में देखना मुझे नहीं. नो एक कौन सा? अच्छा एक ही है.
एक नहीं.
दो अच्छा.
3 एक्शन.
अच्छा चलो यू कंप्लीट दिस पार्ट. चलो हो गया ना पढ़ के. राइट डाउन क्विकली राइट डाउन. ऑब्जर्वेशन क्या थे तनिष?
हाँ.
ऑब्जर्वेशंस. Don't look at that page. Without looking also you can answer. What were the observations, girls?
हम जो अल्फा पार्टिकल्स थे वो एक ही एंड में जा रहे थे.
And
some of the particles were deflected
back and rebonds back. Okay, observation. Then from this conclusion,
positively charged nucleus in the center and orbit is covering this.
वो तो मॉडल मैंने बताया ना. Most of the part it is empty. Then your positive part. And what is the reason for rebonding, deflection? Plus minus. Minus तो उसने अभी तक दिया ही नहीं वो वाले conclusion में. Minus is in this one our drawbacks, right now? Electrons are described in drawbacks part. Drawback में क्या क्या है? ड्रॉबैक कि जो इलेक्ट्रॉन है वो मूव होता जाता है तो उसकी एनर्जी डिक्रीज होती है. उसकी एनर्जी डिक्रीज होने से ऑर्बिट भी छोटा हो जाता है. एंड इसलिए फिर वो जब इलेक्ट्रॉन न्यूक्लियस पे गिरता है तो वो खत्म हो जाता है. एंड खत्म हो जाता है उसमें दिया ना आगे दिया नो मैटर एग्जिस्ट एनीमोर. ऐसे कुछ तो सेंटेंस है ना. अंडरस्टूड ना? चलो. So Rutherford atomic model it is completed with drawbacks. Abhi one important thing he has given that electron is moving in an orbit, right? वो drawback वाला point है वो तो हमको याद रहेगा. But he is saying that electron it is moving in an orbit. Okay, and what is orbit? अच्छा कर दो पूरा. जल्दी fast. Understand it properly and then put in your own words, huh? गड़बड़ मत करो, आराम से करो. इन्होंने इतना उसमें ओवरफ्लो कर दिया है इतना।
ड्रॉबैक ही है उसका।
हाँ तो ड्रॉबैक तो इम्पोर्टेंट।
Black one.
When is it terminates are there? You just start that part.
You mean black one, like
But you still
cushion.
sometimes he is very loud, sometimes his voice is very low. He is playing like an electron, moving in particular orbit, and with time energy goes on decreasing. Finally, it will fall on the nucleus and his question will collapse. Right now?
Indeed.
ऐसे नहीं ऐसे only for remembering. Otherwise ऐसा कुछ किसी का हमको फन नहीं बनाना है. When you relate something with some theory ना, it will become easy to remember for the longer time. हमको सिर्फ इतना ही करना है. Done. चलो. Now if you have this question, describe Rutherford atomic model. You can describe it. थोड़ा एक बार पढ़ना पड़ेगा. Observation, which observation he made, that model with alpha particle, photographic plate, everything. Conclusion and drawbacks. But मुझे लगता है most the simplest part in this is a drawback. इसके सिवा कुछ नहीं. Okay. अभी in this drawback also he has given one point that electron is moving in a particular orbit. Okay, in a particular orbit. वो वाला point जो है ना, that particular point, it is much more important and it is a main step for the next model given by Bohr's atomic model. So by taking that drawback, he worked on that. Why he worked? Because according to Rutherford, electron will fall and atom will collapse. ये हम सबको पता है, ऐसा नहीं होता. ऐसा नहीं होता तो फिर इलेक्ट्रॉन मूव कहाँ करते हैं? Where they are moving, in which orbit they are moving, whether any orbit is there or not. Okay, so the very first point in that word, one point is here. Electrons are moving in some specific orbit. Some word is used. देखो मिला आपको वो sentence? Some term is there. कल भी हमने वो some लिखा है. बताओ. एक मिनट. Some term is there. मैंने वो term को underline किया है. मैं आपको फाइंड करके दे दूंगी वो some term. It is there some. S4 Okay, anyways, generally वो some नहीं मिल रहा. Very sad some. Only certain special orbit. Only certain special orbit. मिला आपको? Only certain. हाँ, underline that part. Only certain special orbits known as discrete orbits of electrons are allowed inside the atom. मिला ना? Only certain. Only term use किया है उसने. This means what? वो सेंटेंस को हम तोड़ते हैं थोड़ा सा. Only क्या है? Only क्या है? Certain मतलब not all, few, some. बराबर. This means what? There is not only one orbit. There are more than one orbit. Coin को दो साइड रहता है. Right? It is same like that. Even though he has given one orbit, reference of one orbit, but what does Niels Bohr done? He has given this in order to only certain special orbit. Means not the all orbits. This means there are more than one orbit. हजम करो, मैं आगे जाती हूँ. हो गया हजम? What was Rutherford drawback? Electron is moving in a orbit. Okay. Next theory, according to Bohr's atomic model, what he is saying? Only certain special orbits. Orbits भी use किया है S. This means what? There are more than one orbit, and in that special orbits the electrons are moving. Okay? तो अभी ऑर्बिट को कुछ तो नाम देना चाहिए. बिना नाम के तो नहीं चलने वाला. Okay? And whatever energy is there, where electron is present, it is associated with that orbit only. इतना energy है तो इसमें ही रहना है. For example, if you are pass, you will go to the next class. ऐसा तो नहीं ना पास होने का में सेम क्लास को रिटेन करते हैं. करते हैं when you are playing game on mobile. If one level is cleared, done. तो thumbs up आके you are going to the next level. It is like that you are on the same level. अगर अच्छा लगा तो हम वो लेवल प्ले कर देते हैं, but automatically we are promoted to the next level. सही है या गलत है? सही है ना? It is same like that. So if the electron is having small energy, then it will be close to nucleus. Little bit with energy away from nucleus, उससे भी ज्यादा रहेगा तो और away from the nucleus. अब ये कैसा बड़ा कंसेप्ट है मैं बताती हूँ आपको. यहाँ पे हमने क्या किया था, ऐसा इसका एनर्जी कम करके we have reduced the diameter, circumference. ओके, पेरिफेरी भी उसको बोलते हैं, circumference में याद रखेंगे. अब क्या होने वाला है? फॉर एग्जाम्पल दिस इज आवर न्यूक्लियस पार्ट. ओके, ये पूरा हमारा न्यूक्लियस हो गया. Here there are many orbit. First orbit, second orbit, third orbit. Now this orbit from the nucleus, the first orbit where n is equal to 1. Okay, this orbit it is known as K, represented as K. Next one where n is equal to 2, this is n. And next one n is equal to 3, it is m. K, L, M and n. आपके बुक में दिया है, देखो दिस इज कैपिटल N. देखो वहां पे दिया, फिगर दिया है, सर्कल. Then first one, very first from the nucleus, it is K, then L, M and N. This is capital, huh? Here value of N. 11th standard में, in 11th standard, this N it is known as quantum number. आपके लिए नहीं. Just you remember it is a quantum number. It is not in your syllabus. Where n it is 1. 1 means first orbit. L is 2, M is 3 and N is 4. ये उसके लेवल से first, second, third. This means K it is very close to the nucleus. L it is little bit away. It is second level, second orbit. Then M and बाद में फिर आएगा आपका N. ये सारे ऑर्बिट्स हैं. अभी इस ऑर्बिट में you have to put electrons. से बोल हो गए नहीं ना. And for that one small formula is there. 2n square. Okay, this formula you have to remember. What does n stand there in that formula? Okay, I have written here. इसका खोलो. In our book, one small formula is here. That formula is 2n square. This 2n square, it is a number of electrons in orbit. For example, if you are taking orbit number L, okay, what is value of n here? N का value कितना है? Look at this value. N is equal to 2. 2. Okay, now put this 2 in this formula. 2 into 2 square. Right? 2 into 2 square is how much? 2 into 4, which is equal to 8. Understood? So this formula is for finding the number of electrons in particular orbit.
आंसर आया वो फिर क्या होगा?
This number of electrons is placed in this orbit. Okay, now K, these are the different orbit where value of 1 is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, अगर हम यहाँ पे number of electron का value लिखेंगे तो इसके लिए कितना आएगा? How many? मुझे solve करके दे दो ये by using this formula 2n square. What will be the value of electron? How many electrons can be placed here? What happened, Tanish? I don't like this, huh? See, I am handling class of 110 students. Daily I have 2 periods. Along with that, I am taking practical as well as class 10. ये जो मैंने आपको बताया, this count is only for 11th and 12th. Okay, taking n to n square. What will be number of electron for k orbit? करो, just put value. 2. So here 2 electron can be placed in this shape. Then this one we have already calculated 8. Then this one 18. And this one 16 into 2. Do it again.
32.
32. Okay, तो हमारे पास में क्या है? 2, 8, 18 and 32. If this orbit they are having this much count in the shell, they are stable. कम या ज़्यादा हो गए, they are unstable. And for that different bonds are there. That is the next part. वो नहीं है. For time being, what you have to remember? Orbits and value and formula for number of electrons. This thing again we will revise in next week. Okay. So what is the next part which we have to complete? ये वाला part. We will start with this one. Okay. Words model. चलो एक बार उसको. You are not coming next week. How long it is taking from your house? 1 घंटा 2 घंटा एग्जाम नहीं है तो क्या आउट ऑफ मार्क्स निकाल के आएगा क्या होगा तो कभी आ जाती है. अच्छा चलो एनीवेज तो डायरेक्टली सेकंड वीक नहीं आओगे थर्ड वीक. हां सो आई हैव व्हाट आई हैव टू डू इन सेकंड वीक मुझे नहीं पता जो एब्सेंट हुई थी आपके सेम अगेन इंटरप्रेट नेक्स्ट माय बॉडी. ये दिस कंसेप्ट इज क्लियर टू द फर्स्ट लिखने आ जाएगा ना. बट डू वन थिंग और थोड़ा एक बार घर पे जाके पढ़ लो टेक्स्ट बुक. एंड रिमेंबर फॉर सीबीएसई टेक्स्ट बुक एनसीईआरटी टेक्स्ट बुक रीडिंग इज वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट. व्हाटएवर आपका जो 10th वाला पेपर जाएगा ना करेक्शन के लिए बोर्ड में तो कोई एक सब्जेक्ट की टीचर चेक करेगी. अगर फिजिक्स टीचर केमिस्ट्री टीचर बायोलॉजी टीचर. अगर मुझे बायोलॉजी का चेक करने बोला तो आई डोंट थिंक आई विल डू जस्टिस विद दैट बायो क्वेश्चंस. Because I have knowledge only of chemistry, no? So that time what we are doing, we are referring CBSE, NCERT text. समझ में आया ना? मुझे क्या बोलना है आपको? Because एक ही टीचर अगर तीनों सब्जेक्ट पर चेक कर रहा है, that particular teacher he or she is expert in one subject. Remaining subject के लिए what that teacher will do? Take help of NCERT text. So for you also it is very important to read it twice, thrice, and because many questions are from the NCERT. अच्छे से पढ़ो. And if you have any doubt, ask me. दूसरा चीज prepare well for your exam. और अच्छे से पूरा पेपर सॉल्व करके आने का. पता चलेगा ना मुझे. And anyways you are going to be the question paper also. मैंने लास्ट टाइम भी बताया मुझे देना है. नहीं थर्ड और नहीं हम स्कूल क्वेश्चन पेपर भी ले लेते हैं और कभी आंसर ऑन सेम शीट नहीं अलग-अलग शेयर कनेक्टिंग करें. हां बट जो ब्रांचेस है ना हम लीक ना हो इसलिए क्योंकि बाकी सब फॉर स्कूल्स में भी सेम पेपर सेम हो जाता है. अच्छा तो एक काम करो ना क्वेश्चंस कौन से आते हैं वही बता दो. हां थोड़ा थोड़ा याद रखना केमिस्ट्री का तो 2 याद रखना तो 2 याद रखना कौन सा क्वेश्चन है एटलीस्ट which part based on which. So all the best. It is meeting third week. Bye. Take care. Marcus. ये हमारा आदत हो गया बात बोलने की।